All right, hello everyone. How are y'all? Hey, Sissy Pooh, can you please confirm that you can hear me? I know I sound like I'm high off of some kind of substance, but I can assure you that I am not. I can assure you. I've been meditating and doing some work. Okay, perfect. All right, so we got to get ready for this dark moon that's coming up. In fact, there is going to be a separate ritual with Lucifer, Lilith, and Satan that I'm going to set up, but it won't be until tonight in the witching hour. I'll roll it out on the website. But I wanted to talk to you guys about Santa Muerte. And we're going to be doing a devotional to her May 6th through the 9th of May. And so, first of all, they are, hold on a second. Okay. Um, so they are doing a lot of questioning. Sis, did you get my message that I just sent you? Because for some reason they don't want to go through. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Give me a second, okay? Okay. Okay, hon. Okay, so I think that there's a lot of people, hello triple, mainly of a male origin, but then some females also that are going to learn to stop questioning Santa Muerte. I love Santa Muerte equally as I love the rest of the spirits that I work with. She is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And there are a lot of evil men, especially, who have a false power based upon their gender or their certifications or their licenses and things of that nature. And they do a lot of evil, foul things to women And they really will try to not only create internal but external crises for women involving financial, spiritual, mental, especially this whole thing with this misogyny and hatred for women. And so they are very upset about it, why they can't make women and children homeless, why they can't rob and grape our spirit, why we won't willingly give up our power to them, why we keep reclaiming our power. Um, why? So they're crying a lot about that. And so right now, and y'all know Santa Muerte, she has roots in the Catholic Church, but they threw her out because her presence was not allowing them to hurt and harm women and children. When the church became very foul, and that a lot of the times, a lot of people, when they have power, it corrupts them. So that's the reason why the church became corrupt, and they threw out Santa Muerte, because the church became so corrupt that they began to hurt the people that got them to where they were at, which was many, many women and men, women giving over their power to the church, and the church pretty much spit at them, and has been doing it ever since. And so that's why they pretty much outlawed Santa Muerte. They have destroyed a lot of her shrines over in Mexico. They don't like her because she is she's very mysterious the way that she works, and extremely powerful. She works well with our spirits of the infernal, in my humble opinion, and she is a part of my spirit team, and she is a deity that I will forever be devoted to, along with others. But a lot of people think that they are only supposed to pay attention to Santa Muerte around Halloween or November the 1st, which is her day. But it's really a good thing to work with her all the time. Um, I began to really work with her probably around 2022, and I've she's been teaching me so much ever since about necromancy, and how to survive what is happening. And it's really heartbreaking and soul crushing that the very same people that are supposed to be protecting you, that are supposed to be there for you, that were created essentially to be your protection, to turn a blind eye to you, and to compete with you, and to try to hurt you, and to attack your womb. In particular, a lot of you women that have your children under attack, where people are citing war against you for literally no reason at all, starting these wars, trying to steal everything, your time, your peace, and your energy and your life force. And they are willing to attack your babies, even as they or sleeping in your womb. They want to attack the babies and your happiness and your joy. A lot of people think of Santa Muerte as a patron of death, and that she is. She will protect her devotees if she feels that an enemy is too problematic. She will protect. But that's not all she's about. She connects us with ourselves. She connects us and helps us work through um, the past life regressions, which have gotten a lot stronger because of technology. However, we do not discount that technology because that technology is going to eventually become very useful for us. It already is very useful for us. Mainly the technology that is really causing this heavy, deep, and very chaotic, confusing connection with past lives is CERN. The CERN machines. I do not have anything against CERN. CERN is doing what they are doing for a reason. They are bringing in a lot of dark matter. They are merging things together. And so, a lot of people who have not educated themselves, and a lot of people who have decided that they were going to stay in a place of spiritual atrophy atrophy, they freak out during this time. Okay. Because I believe that CERN began to turn on their machines during the total solar eclipse. So if you were not evolved, then more than likely you had an extremely bad experience with that. um, an extremely bad experience. Okay. And I'm sorry for that. Um, and so I say this to say that basically, um, this dark moon that's coming up, the main aspect is people and their consciousness. And then they're trying to mix religion with spirituality. That's so funny to me. This is nothing wrong with religious people, with their rosary beads and they're meditating and they're praying. I'm not saying anything about that, but I think that it would be a good thing for them to broaden their horizon on that, because most of the people that even I have problems with, and even you guys have problems with, the problem is that they have a limited belief of God. So what they think is that, so when you have a limited belief of God, then you have a limited belief of healing, a limited belief of money, a limited belief of what you can do. And so right now what we are doing is literally surviving the post pandemic times of thievery, murder, and just people being downright ignorant. And they look at people like numbers, and that's it. And you can't do that because people are people. So, for example, I'll give you a prime example. The people that looked at my mother's address and lot number, it's just a number. And they didn't realize that there were people behind those numbers when they were greedily trying to scam me and my family, and are now trying to fight me over that. So that's an example. They saw my mother, her name, her lot number, and yeah, I suspect that they are stalkers. Probably been watching me for years. I don't listen. Even before that, I was just a number, right? So maybe they are in cahoots. Maybe they are a part of the ones that, decided to target me, possibly, right? And so, and they've been watching very closely. It's a possibility. I don't care about that because at the end of the day, I have trust that is unfathomable and unbreakable with what I do, which is why I don't get pressed and tight about it. And I don't feel afraid at all. Okay. I don't. But that's an example of what's happening. Okay. Trying to keep people, trying to stop people's growth, especially if you're a witch, disrespecting my mother, who was also a witch, being very disrespectful to my mother. They have been more disrespectful to my mother in her womb than ever because they felt like because of an argument, they could steal from her offspring, as if my mother was the type of person to abandon or hate her own offspring. She would never do that. My mother was a better person than that. Okay. So my mother would never say, hey, I'm going to abandon my children and my 4 grandchildren and great grandchildren so that a bunch of thieves and fools can rob me and not respect my memory. She would never do that. Okay. So, and those are the types of things that are going on right now. People wanting you to work to the bone while they collect. My mother worked hard. I've worked diligently. We've both worked diligently throughout our lives for people to try to steal what we worked for. So this is where Santa Muerte comes in and she says, no. She says, nah, not going to happen. And that's why I love her so much. Right? Okay. And telling me that I'm a witch and that God doesn't love me is not going to work. It's not going to work on me. Okay. So, unfortunately, there are people that earn a living robbing and taking from you. And as sad as it is, it's the truth. So, we're going to be doing some devotionals. I'm going to give her all of the things that she loves, food offerings, cigarettes, of course. She likes other types of smokes and herbs. um, Coffee, wine, water, milk, cookies. Will be laying it out for her. Not only thanking her in thank you and reverence, thanking her and showing reverence for the blessings that she has bestowed upon us and the wisdom, but then also praying for, basically praying that we, especially as honest folks, I can honestly say that my mother worked honestly. She was an honest person, right? And so her family doesn't deserve that. And for people to disrespect her, not necessarily through their words, but their actions. Actions speak louder than words, don't they? So you can still show a great amount of disrespect for a person by your actions. And so we are going to, and of course, when you work with Santa Marta, you're working with your ancestors, and she's going to filter out the good ones and the bad ones. That's why I love her so much. Any kind of ancestor work, any kind of work that I do with the dead or spirits goes through Santa Marta because she's going to filter out and protect you from the bad ones. So we are going to be doing a 3-day dark moon ritual with her. Um, to receive her blessings and her miracles. It'll start on the 6th. It's on the website. It is $66.66. Okay. You know, here's the thing about having to pay for these things, and I don't really like it when people try to make it seem like we're trying to capitalize off of the spirit. We can't walk into the grocery stores and get anything for free. So these things cost money. So that's why it costs money. Okay. Because I have to pay for the offerings. There's a lot of things that I'm going to get the next couple of days. She wants black candles. Black and white candles is what she wants. So, that's what we're going to do. And then, of course, she likes a variety of colors. She likes red, blue, yellow, but black and white is one of her primary colors. Green, blue, um, pretty much all the colors of the rainbow. It really gets her going along with offerings, and she's so sweet. I don't know why people are so afraid of her. It's probably because there's a lot of people that are afraid of death. But then again, that's not what she's about. You got to think about it. She's about life and death. So, you know, and that's why I work with her. And to me, when I look in the mirror, I mean, they can Photoshop pictures and make me look like I'm 7,000 years old. But, I still look young. And since I've been working with Santa Muerte, she has not once allowed me to age one bit. And probably because of my heart, you know what I'm saying? I don't have an intention of hurting people. In fact, I don't like war at all. And yes, there are meditations that I do with Santa Muerte that it'd be straight up and down war, but that's because we have to. We would prefer not to. We would really prefer not to. So yeah, so it's on the website. This is for the dark moon. I'd say that, to be honest with you, the main aspect and problem that's wrong with the world is anger, confusion, possession, and reading curses out of the Bible. People need to stop reading curses out of the Bible. And it's a lot of them doing it. And guess who they are pointing those curses at? Women and children. I don't get it. Like, it's very bizarre. It reminds me of that movie, The Crazies. Y'all ever see that movie? Bird boxing. Why on earth would you unleash chaos and confusion on a woman? Men are primarily doing that all over the world, globally. Globally, that's happening. And it's such a freaking disappointment. The betrayal is a disappointment. It is. And why? None of us will ever understand it deep, fully. And then of course they have women with them. And I feel like it's very deep rooted depression because they have not dealt with their issues. So it's cleansing as well. It'll be like a a group cleansing protection, because a lot of those very chaotic, okay, I understand you're a man. That's a man's religion. It is. It's a man. But nowadays, what men are doing is well, they are arguing amongst themselves, but they're sticking together. They're always together If they are demeaning and attacking and trying to murder a woman, they seem to be together on it on the most part. So there's self-fulfilling prophecies in the Bible that are, in my humble opinion, as well as Santa Muerte, these are past life regressions. It's already been done, and history has only been repeating itself. That's it. A bad history repeating itself where men have become lovers of themselves. If a man is the type of man that loves a woman and knows that he should protect the woman, then another man is going to instantly get upset and begin to attack him. Men that are actually loving to women are under attack. Men that show women love are under attack. So it even says it in the Bible that men will become lovers of themselves. They don't care about us. You know, a lot of these men don't. And so there's more of them, I believe, that hate us more than those that love us. So that's why we have to love ourselves in defense, because it just doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, I can understand if they are conjuring those spirits to protect themselves, but they're doing it unprovoked. Because most of the time, I'm going to tell y'all the truth, I'm over here trying to release healing to the world. I'll go outside and burn my pine cones, and it's because I want everybody to heal. You think I want to be surrounded by people who are confused? I'm an empath. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of confusion and pain. So I have no reason to be sneaky and conniving and actually have an intention on hurting somebody. I would rather live in peace and utopia and have everybody around me peaceful. So I have no reason to lie. And they get paranoid, they get delusional, and they start attacking out of the blue. Oh, somebody told me this, and somebody listen, I just tried to heal you. Excuse me. Excuse me, let me step out of the way and protect myself, and I can guarantee you that my protection is stronger. So that's pretty much it. It's on the site. I'm going to get out of here. If you guys have any questions, y'all can contact me. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed Saturday. Peace. Blessed be.